guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire and I am the most inconsistent YouTuber of all time. But hey, we're just gonna get back into it and just kind of act like I haven't been gone and horribly inconsistent for the last year and a half, almost two. I am very reinvigorated with new ideas, desire to film and reconnect with you guys. And I know I have so much catching up to do. I have so many things to update you guys on. One, I live in a new house. It's literally directly across the street from the house I used to live in, which I lived in with my best friend. It's her home. And I live across the street from her now, like I see it right now. Hi, house. So that's really fun. We literally see each other every single day. She comes and walks Yukon with me. Yukon's doing super well. It just snowed here. We had a random blizzard all day today. So Yukon's thrilled. I've been cold, but it's really pretty out. Now I'm rambling. But yeah, so I have the new place. It's set up and decorated pretty decently the way that I want it to be. Oh, I have to show you guys my new writing setup too. And that's something that I really want to get into today. Is I need to spend at least an hour, ideally two, writing. In case you don't know, I am an aspiring fantasy writer, author, and I am currently working on a fantasy book that is based in a predominantly Celtic culture, and it has some Celtic lore, primarily using Celtic creature mythology. I've been thinking how I might want to get back into doing Celtic creature lore videos. I had a very short-lived series in which I talked about different Celtic creatures, and they were just short, picture-filled little videos about these different really cool mythical Celtic creatures. Because the thing is, with these Celtic worlds, they tend to be terrifying but very visually interesting, so I'm very drawn to stuff like that. So I've been thinking about making more videos in that realm, but I think today we're just going to primarily focus on using you guys to motivate me to work more on my writing. So what's been going on with that? I took kind of a hiatus from writing for a while, as well as from YouTube, because I dedicated a lot of time to being a full-time caricature artist, and that meant that I was on the road a lot, I was traveling a lot, I was drawing a lot. And by I mean a lot, I mean a lot. I kind of burned myself out with that a little bit. I still love caricatures, I still love drawing, but I'm kind of taking a step back from going full force into that. One of the benefits is that I now have more time, energy, creative willpower to put into something like my writing, which is ultimately what I care about way more than my visual artwork. As much as I like that, you can see I kind of have my painting stuff up in the background there. I'm still predominantly a writer and reader first and foremost. So I'm just going back through, and still I would love to at least pursue traditional publishing with this manuscript, but it needs to be polished up before I can start querying agents. However, I started, and we have been keeping up with a writers group with me and two of my close friends. One who's also he's been a pretty steady creative writer. He's always experimented with short stories and script writing, but he's now starting to work on more of a novel length thing. So that's been really fun to read, and it's also fantasy adventure. That's been a good time. And one friend he's kind of starting to dip his toe into writing, but he's a prolific reader, reads a ton of fantasy. So he's a great voice for beta reading and such. So I've been getting feedback on a lot of my work. We just finished chapter 7. They're almost caught up on the first act of my story, which is crazy. They're giving me feedback as we're getting deeper and deeper into it, and it's just oh my gosh, they don't even know the main plot. They don't even know the main conflict yet, because that really doesn't get revealed until the end of Act 1, which is around chapter 10, I believe. So I've been working on polishing those and getting feedback, and then I'll go back through and polish them again. But I will say my first act is pretty gosh darn polished. They've given me a few minor feedback details, which are still very much needed wanted, appreciated. But it's pretty solid. Act 2, I think pretty solid, but we'll see. And that's also the second half of Act 2 is something I'm still working on and working to polish. And Act 3, there's a good at least 5 chapters that I need to add at the beginning of Act 3, and then everything else that needs to be revamped, repolished. So there's still plenty of work to be done before I can even think about querying this thing, although I would love to query it by, I mean, if I'm ambitious, by the end of the summer, which is another thing, is I'm trying to establish better writing habits so I can get to that point of querying. Actually this year involves being more diligent about writing, more diligent about editing. Brandon Sanderson said in previous videos that it was the videos that you should dedicate at least 4 hours a week if you want to be a serious professional writer, for one book, for one manuscript, 4 hours a week, which is more than doable for me schedule wise. So anyway, that's what I need to do right now. Let me show you guys my, like, a few odds and ends of my new place, and then my writing setup, but I don't think I'm gonna work in there because my room's kind of cold right now and all the natural light has switched to this side of the house where my bedroom is a little dark. So I'll probably move out here so I can at least be around natural lighting. But anyway, let me show you guys what's up. And this is my hodgepodge, but actually pretty effective writing setup. But yeah, we got the dual monitors, Bluetooth keyboard, the whole thing stacked on top of books and board games and boxes. So, but hey, it works. I love it. I'm by a window where I can watch construction. But anyway, I'm gonna grab my laptop and go out to the living room and then start editing in my Act 2 area for about an hour, and I have to head out to trivia. I have an aunt who lives in Seattle. She does watercolors and she sent me a ton of her watercolors over the years, so this is kind of what I've decided to do with them. She also sent me that mask. I got all my plants hanging out here for now. When it's warmer, I'll put them out on my porch. And there is, oh, he's so angry. No, he only does this when I have my phone. He does not like when he sees my phone. I think it freaks him out. But that's Sunfire. He is a tangerine koi betta. He's absolutely stunningly beautiful. If you guys saw any of my videos from 2022, then you might be like, wait, didn't you have another betta? His name was Sea Smoke, and I loved him dearly, but he did die right at the end of 2022, which I was very, very, very sad about. It was right before I went on vacation. He was a clearance fish, which means he was probably older. And B, there's just some things that I just did not know about bettas and betta care, especially when I first got him, like that they need a heater, how big their tanks should be. And so I think he probably got a little bit more wear and tear over the time that I had him. I mean, I loved him and I tried to take really, really good care of him, as I do all my pets. I think he lived a very happy 4 months that I had him, but now I have Sunfire. Yeah, he's beautiful and I adore him. Oh, and let me show you his tank mate. So up on the wall there is Penny. Let me see if I can, yep, there she is. Sunfire is very good to Penny. He does not attack her or anything like that, so that gives me a good indication that I can probably put other types of fish in there, like tetras. Oh, they're gonna go say hi. Or other little teeny tiny fish to keep him company and he won't attack them either. I will say Sunfire is a lot more relaxed of a fish. Sea Smoke was incredibly aggressive. I tried to give him tank mates, but they were little fishies, little tetras, and Sea Smoke killed them immediately. I just got done, well, I'm not done finishing the chapter that I'm working on, that I'm editing. I try to be pretty thorough when I'm at this stage where I'm like, okay, it still needs to be like peer reviewed and beta read, but I want to get it as as completed as I can alone. So I'm at that stage. So I'm really going through sentence by sentence and kind of, but probably overly examining, but just trying really hard to do what I can by myself. So this stage of editing is always like a little bit tedious and takes a little bit longer for me to go through chapters. So I'm not done with the chapter that I started on, but I will hopefully finish it tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to trivia, I have work, but I will check back in with you guys throughout the day, and we can hop on the computer again tomorrow. Maybe I'll be able to work at the desk tomorrow and you guys can see that in action. So I will check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so I hope it's not too loud in here. I have my dishwasher going. I am going to work on my book for a little bit this afternoon. It's the following day, by the way. It is Friday. I had a great time babysitting for some kids this morning, and we're gonna be playing board games with the homies tonight. Like, it's gonna be a really fun evening. But until that happens, I am going to work on my writing. See if I can finish out the chapter that I wasn't able to finish out yesterday. And I'm going to do it in my nice like standing desk multi-monitor setup. So let's go do that real quick. Oh, hi Mr. Dog, how are you? Oh, he wants to go on a walk right now. I know. Soon, my love. Soon. I love you. So you might be wondering exactly what I need two monitors for, and part of the time it's for research. Although I'm not in a super research heavy part of my editing experience right now. I'm doing this fun thing in my text where a lot of the curse words are going to be in Irish, but I also will have those like work with me, study with me, write with me videos or music or Pomodoro timers on the second screen while I'm working as just kind of a motivation factor. It's something that I used to do on my phone, but now I have for this other monitor. This other monitor is also going to be extremely useful with editing YouTube videos. It's almost gonna be more useful for that than honestly for writing, but I'm thankful for it nonetheless. So this is our setup, folks. I'll probably get a write with me video up on this monitor before I start, but this is where the magic happens.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Place you, there's nothing. In and out, in and out, in and out. Arguing, shuffling, difficult. That I can have this, babe.
Good morning, everybody. It has been a minute since I've updated you on what's been going on, partially because I am during my caricature off season. I've been doing some part-time nannying, babysitting, and so I've been really crazy busy with that. And yesterday, after a 10-hour shift, me and my friends went to a coffee shop and did this like really fun writing meetup. Well, some of us were writing, some of us were working on other things. Like one was working on her art projects, one was working on building a website, but the whole thing was that we were being hyper productive together. So. You're an artist.
That looks artsy as hell.
I am in between kids right now because I just dropped them off at school. So now I'm gonna go to a coffee shop after this car wash. So me and a friend are driving out to Chicago in a few days. It's only a 5-hour drive, and we're gonna spend 4 days, 3 nights there. And we got like a really cool setup. I will be vlogging. It's not going to be writing or reading related. It will just be a fun Chicago travel vlog because we are jam-packing virtually every hour of our day. So there's gonna be tons to see. Tons to do. I'm really excited about it, but I had to detail the heck out of my car to make it ready for the trip and all that. So I just found this coffee shop nearby. It's actually a part of a gas station, but it still looks cute. So I'm going to go work in there for about an hour before I have to go pick the kids back up. So come along. Hey y'all, I don't have much of an update today because it's just been packing, getting chores done, getting everything ready for my Chicago trip tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. But it has been, not that interesting. I have family coming over for dinner and games. I'm making a bunch of food to take on the trip. Like I said, I'm packing. But we are not leaving until about noon tomorrow. So I have been getting up pretty early. Today I got up at 6:30. At the very latest, I've been getting up at 7. So I want to use that time tomorrow to at least write for an hour and do some video editing. And yeah, that I think will be like the ending clip montage for this vlog. I just wanted to put out there, I have this idea. I would love to do listener, viewer submitted questions at the end of just any videos in the future. So whether that's a lot of them or just 1 or 2, and it can be writing specific, book specific, but also about me or just my general opinions on things or life or whatever topics you guys might be interested in that you think I might have an opinion about, which I most certainly do. So that's something that I think would be kind of fun. So if you have a random or not so random question that you want me to answer, please put it in the comments below. Please leave a question if you have one, and I will check back in with you guys later. It is the morning of my trip. Sorry, Yukon's being especially needy right now. I think he can sense that something is going on. My friend is going to pick him up here soon. I'm just running around finishing some odds and ends. Me and my friend are leaving in an hour. So once I'm done, I'm basically ready to go. So I want to spend this remaining hour, I think, rather on writing. I'm going to actually focus more on video editing stuff, or at least getting these clips up on my computer until my friend gets here. I got stuff for Yukon. I have my bags. I have a bunch of food. So we hopefully won't have to eat out as much since our Airbnb comes with a nice little kitchen. And there's the baby. I know. I'm actually going to be at my standing desk this morning. I'm still having camera issues. I thought after I moved and like decluttering and all that I would be able to find the charger for the battery. I have not. Obviously I can just order one, but I haven't been crazy consistent on YouTube yet. So when that happens, I will probably invest in, get my actual equipment situated. But until then, I'm pretty satisfied just using my phone for now. My friend just got here, so we are about to load up the car and head out.